In the ever-evolving battlefield of Age of Empires 4, a new force rises, fast, adaptive, and relentlessly aggressive, built on mobility, economic flexibility, and battlefield manipulation. This civilization doesn't just fight wars, it reshapes them. With mounted villagers racing across the map, and cavalry that grows stronger the longer the game goes on, this is the Jin Dynasty. At the town centre, the Jin immediately stand apart with the mounted villager. Faster in every way, movement, gathering, and construction, these units let you accelerate your economy far beyond most civilizations. There is a trade-off though, of course. They are expensive, capped at 20, and fragile in combat. But that cap can be pushed higher through tributaries, turning your economy into a mobile engine of expansion. You also gain access to collective hunting, spawning reindeer directly under your town centre, reinforcing the Jin's strong early food economy. By the Castle Age, the town centre can produce one of the most unique support units in the game, the Emissary. This unit doesn't fight, it manipulates. It can establish tributary states or literally bribe enemy units to turn neutral mid-battle. The barracks begins simply, with spearmen available in the Dark Age, but quickly evolves into something far more dangerous. In the Castle Age, spearmen can be equipped with storm lances, an explosive ranged attack that adds surprising burst damage. Men-at-arms become significantly tougher in the Imperial Age, with tower shields boosting their ranged armor and survivability. And then there's the Janmar Swordsman. This elite heavy infantry unit hits hard, survives longer, and excels at cutting down cavalry. But like all heavy infantry, it must beware of crossbows. The stable is where the Jin Dynasty truly comes alive. You have access to standard cavalry, like horsemen and scouts, but also unique units that define your battlefield presence. The Iron Pagoda is your heavy cavalry powerhouse, armoured, durable, and capable of dealing splash damage in melee. The Mohi Tribesman offers a completely different role, fast, cheap-ranged cavalry, ideal for harassing light infantry and controlling the map. And uniquely, the Jin stable can even produce traders, reinforcing the civilization's blend of economy and mobility. With quilted armor, your ranged cavalry becomes even harder to counter, reducing bonus damage taken and making them far more resilient than expected. The Grassland system is one of the most defining mechanics of the Jin Dynasty. Placed on special posts, these fields gradually generate horses over time. Each horse passively increases the health of your cavalry, making your army scale naturally as the game progresses. But that's not all. These horses can also be consumed by nearby stables to instantly produce cavalry at a discount, allowing for explosive bursts of military production when it matters most. Its economy, army scaling, and production efficiency all rolled into one system. Now, instead of the traditional archery range, the Jin use the Machine Workshop, a hybrid production building for ranged units and siege weapons. Here, you gain early access to Bed Crossbow, a devastating anti-infantry siege weapon that fires multiple piercing bolts without needing to set up. As you progress, the workshop unlocks crossbowmen, trebuchets, and the iconic Nest of Bees, a rocket artillery unit capable of shredding grouped enemies. Later upgrades like lightweight frames and reinforced axles improve mobility, while technologies like Porcupine Defense and Pilly Pow enhance survivability and siege impact. By the Imperial Age, the Eruptor joins your ranks, delivering powerful gunpowder damage against key targets. Now the Jin economy takes another unique turn with the Reindeer Trader. Unlike standard traders, These cost both food and gold, and their efficiency scales with distance just like usual trade units. Combined with tributary bonuses, these traders can become incredibly profitable, especially in longer games where trade routes are secured. Keeping things very well protected, the Jin keeps are far more than static defenses. They are active military hubs. In the Castle Age, you can equip bed crossbow emplacements for anti-infantry fire, or Menjian Muke emplacements that automatically spawn defenders when enemies approach. These defenders reinforce over time, creating a constant defensive presence without direct player input. And with Rain of Fire, your defenses gain explosive attacks that punish clustered enemies. By the Imperial Age, the Flying Fire Battalions upgrade shore up these defenses further, adding mounted grenadiers into the mix. The Monastery remains mostly standard, but becomes significantly more impactful when paired with the Mountain Hall landmark. Here, the Jin introduce the Karma system, rewarding strong play with powerful temporary bonuses, including faster gathering, stronger defenses, and massively increased relic gold income. Taking to the seas, when it comes to naval gameplay, the Jin Dynasty essentially mirrors the baseline civilization of the Chinese. The university, however, has several new technologies which replace the standard ones for various of the base civilizations. Padded lamella significantly boosts the health of cavalry and melee infantry, reinforcing your frontline durability. Alliance conducted at sea enhances your trade economy further through tributaries, stacking even more gold income. And Heaven-Shaking Thunder introduces a physiological edge, reducing enemy cavalry damage when your gunpowder units fire. The wonder of the Jin Dynasty is in fact the enclave of the Emperor, the same of course with the Chinese and the Jushi legacy. The landmarks, however, for the Jin Dynasty defines how your strategy plays out in every stage of the game. To get to the Feudal Age, the Flower Pagoda boosts economy and combat within its flower garden, while the Great Pasture acts as both a stable and a grassland, accelerating your cavalry production. To get to the Castle Age, the Dragon Pavilion enhances your defensive network and emissary usage, while the Mountain Hall introduces the powerful Karma system tied to monasteries. And finally, in the Imperial Age, the Great Wall Bastion becomes a heavily armed defensive stronghold with enhanced bed crossbows, while the Pagoda Forest generates passive win income and provides powerful area control through slowing effects and large-scale conversions. Overall, the Jin Dynasty isn't just about raw strength, it's about momentum, adaptability, and control. Whether you are overwhelming enemies with cavalry, manipulating the battlefield with emissaries, or building an economy that never stands still, this civilization rewards players who can think fast and act faster. I hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown of the Jin Dynasty, and if you did, make sure you give the video a thumbs up. But as always, take care and see you next time.